Spirit Halloween Flagship 2024 opens tomorrow. In the daylight, Trish reviewed his little vlog about the arrival to Flagship. And now, in the nighttime, Trish starts a new reaction video from Trish Reacts Halloween Before Tomorrow. Enjoy!
Yo 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 again indict made vlog video, now ITS nicked Tim. Tim for Spirit Halloween 2024 Animatronics sneak peeks. In June 20th Spirit releases all Animatronics. Let's review, shall we? Here is video.
My friends are going to show you a scary good time.
You caught my eye!
Step right up! Come on, come on! Welcome to the carnival! Attention all kiddos! I found a lost parent!
With this ring, I do.
Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
Knife and ending scared me lol. Re-review few cause too lazy to review all. Also halfway to Halloween one cannot review xdo. First is Torish Art the Clown retailing for $199. What cheap movie animatronic lol. Yeez, Spirit is better than Party City one. Also it releases in June 7th at early release lol. Sunglasses can be put on if want. DIY optional, me not allow Washington. Here is description read by text, and video will be YouTube version.
Experience a horror that will leave you cowering in fear this Halloween when you meet the terrifying Art the Clown. Banished to Earth and ready to slaughter, this supernatural clown stands at 6 feet 2 inches tall and plays a melody of horn-blowing sounds as he comes to life. The head and torso of this lifelike animatronic feature left and right movements, and the head includes a pair of removable flower sunglasses just like Art has on the big screen. Watch in fear as he beckons at you with his waving left-hand motion, and be wary not to fall for any of his tortuous tricks once you add him to your Halloween display.
Next is Cotton Candy Dan retailing for $329. Expensive lol. Me do have money to buy something tomorrow. Let's see. Zombie face XD by the way. Backstory read by text. Warning, it'll tacky loong XD.
Having this big top act interrupted one too many times by loud heckling and gluttonous chewing gave Cotton Candy Dan a bad taste in his mouth, and he decided this would be his last show. Later that evening, Cotton met Jim, his worst offender, wandering around inebriated while stuffing cotton candy into his mouth. He decided it was time for revenge. Cotton lunged at Jim, catching him off guard. By the sheer force of Cotton's anger and broken dreams, Jim was instantly paralyzed and plunged into darkness. Cotton claimed his first victim that night, but Jim's beady eyes can still be seen as Cotton stirs Jim's tortured head into his simmering cotton candy broom nightly.
Better be careful walking around at this place!
Next is Cremator retails $199. Nope, stupidly hated because it Reaper and not Satan's Cremator XDXD.
It's an industry secret that some funeral homes don't use a machine to burn the dead, but instead call a cremator. He has a true passion for small businesses and helps them cut incineration costs by providing his services free of charge. It's a bargain really. He disposes the body and offers ash back in return. What goes unspoken is the real fee the cremator collects. His clientele wouldn't exist if they knew all the unsavory details. Before he unleashes his unholy orange flames, he devours the last remaining pieces of the soul. Depending on the person, the soul remnants can taste like fine wine or a spoiled gallon of milk. But again, the cremator doesn't dine and tell.
Enter, and in the darkness you will find me.
Next up Gravestone Ghoul, retailing for $179. Why 3 feet animatronic be $179 expensive overpriced Washington hey.
The Gravestone Ghoul loves his job. He has found his true calling in the afterlife. He works for himself, has prime mausoleum real estate, and gets to spook bad guys. The ghoul lurks behind gravestones and bides his time watching burial ceremonies. He causes trouble by raising goosebumps on the skin of those nearby and making them uneasy with feelings of being watched. He keeps the eternal residents in order by settling spirited plot property disputes and teaching new ghosts how to properly terrorize grave visitors. When he spots humans who vandalize and look to cause trouble after hours, he gladly scares them straight off the hallowed grounds. He believes that every soul, resting or not, deserves a little peace and quiet.
Sorry about the limit for letters in the text. It is a very long backstory with very much text. Giant Death Ray retailing for $349. We get giant 10 feet animatronic for Spirity Eye.
Ray does not come in peace. This extraterrestrial menace is still holding a grudge about human involvement at Area 51. Towering over you with a sinewy body full of bizarre lights and a laser-focused glance, this being will telepathically enter your mind to convince you that abducting you to be prodded and sliced open, sheerly for test subject purposes, really isn't a bad idea. If you happen to encounter Ray when his head is scanning from side to side, you'd better run before he decides to claim you for a twisted experiment.
Next is Demonic Gatekeeper retailing for $199. Why they made giant groundbreaker no sense la.
Expelled from the underworld for a minor infraction, the demonic gatekeeper was relegated to guarding Hell's Mouth to keep the dead from rising up. Although it was a punishment, keeping demons and the other riffraff from clawing their way back to Earth was a very demanding job. As the pressure of this huge responsibility started to get to him, the gatekeeper became disgruntled and even more evil. Now, in addition to guarding, if you happen to hear his evil laugh and be in the gaze of his menacing orange glowing eyes, he will rise up and send you down so he can guard you too in your eternal unrest.
Your soul is mine.
Next is Shirley Stab retailing for $229 and online only. They made vintage 50s diner made animatronic no sense way at all.
Shirley was the perfect housewife until she wasn't. After putting her 100th pot roast in the oven, she snapped, literally, and something ruptured in her brain and left blood leaking out of her face. At that moment, Shirley realized life is too short and there must be more than doing laundry and washing the same lead-painted plates daily. Instead of setting the table, she grabbed a sharp knife and ran out into the front yard. She surprised her husband in the driveway and gave him the best welcome home kiss of his life before stabbing him to death. After grabbing his keys, she stepped over his corpse into the car and drove straight into a new life of freedom with a wicked grin.
Next is Barnaby the Bear retailing for $279 at Too Stupid Washington. How made bear animatronic how mid for hate. Sorry for hot 80s lol DK.
Barnaby never fit in with the other cubs. They were terrified by his wicked attitude and glowing eyes that looked like fresh blood. His mother decided her cubs would be safer without him, so she banished him from the den. Barnaby found a more suitable shelter behind a campground dumpster. He watched humans from afar and found entertainment in mimicking their two-legged movements. One day, a traveling carnival ringmaster caught him balancing on a dumpster lid and snatched him up. He taught Barnaby all sorts of death-defying stunts to captivate the crowd. Unfortunately, after the curtain closes, Barnaby performs his favorite trick of rolling his ball over unsuspecting stragglers to hear them scream.
Anthon or long story text lol. Next is Towering Talula retailing for $329. Jump scare scene in trailer video so cool me like it. Wait! How why I choose to buy for Flagship. Let's wait for tomorrow XD.
Talula was forced to marry young to a man who wasn't too bright. His lack of smarts was the cause of many arguments which turned into screaming matches and became fodder for town gossip. One day, Talula's husband died of unknown causes and she inherited his estate. Rumors swirled about Talula being the witch who killed her husband for money, and she would often hear, "Burn witch, burn," while going to the market. One night, the townsmen came with torches, dragged her outside, and tried to burn her at the stake, but Talula had a surprise for her because she was a witch. However, now her once beautiful skin was charred and everyone must pay for her disfigurement. Once you catch a glimpse of her terrifying light-up yellow lead eyes, she will spring into action.
With long story texts and annoying lol. No video on YouTube channel, but replace with online video.
Who do we have here? Your curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality.
Next is Wanda Webworth retailing for $269 Spider Monster Animatronic at No Sense Lick My Any Tims.
Wanda Webworth wasn't always mean and vindictive. She led a happy life spinning webs and snacking on beetles, mealy bugs, and moths. Then one day, Wanda was basking in the sun when suddenly she felt a sharp pain in her leg. It was that damn lab cleanup crew who were always sweeping, and this time, they yanked off one of her legs with a broom. She was so angry, she bit the human and was never the same again. Once she tasted the tainted human blood, her appetite became insatiable. As her hunger grew, so did her size exponentially. Wanda vowed to rid the earth of all these pesky humans. So beware, you might want to avoid running into Wanda and stepping right into her grasp.
Next, Halloween 2 Michael Myers retailing for $279 and online only. Blood tears on eyes mid-rate XD.
Michael Myers is back and more horrifying than ever. Beginning his reign of destruction at just 6 years old, Michael Myers was born a monster. The renowned slasher has brought bloodshed and death to Head Donfield, and your home is next. This 6 single quote 3, Michael Myers animatronic is clothed in bloodied blue coveralls and a white mask. His head moves from side to side as his deeply unsettling eyes scan their surroundings for potential victims. His body moves slowly and methodically, refusing to rest. Clutched tightly in his hand is a blood-covered knife which he moves up and down, preparing to plunge it into anyone who crosses his path. Terrifying Halloween music plays as Michael Myers moves, adding a hair-raising soundtrack to your Halloween scene.
Not play original Halloween theme song, why? Next is Ghostface Deluxe retailing for $279. How made another Ghostface animatronic? Already did one in 2021. If want change blood mask and machete. Ghostface in movies not hold machete Washington.
The scariest part about Ghostface? You never know who's underneath donning the white mask and black robe. Just like a scene from your favorite scary movie, the 6'2" deluxe Ghostface animatronic features a head-tilting motion and an arm that stabs and jabs his weapon in a frenzied motion. Make your Ghostface look like they've just finished slashing and gashing their next victims with one of 2 interchangeable Ghostface masks and 2 interchangeable weapons. This deluxe animatronic comes to life to speak iconic phrases from the film and makes slashing and screaming noises that are sure to have any guest sweating in a panic. Put him on display this Halloween, and your inner horror lover is sure to go wild. Just be sure to watch your back and remember, if that phone rings, don't answer it.
Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
Finale and decent review. Corpse Bride animatronics? Emily retails for $299, and Victor retails for $279. How Spirit made Corpse Bride animatronics why me saying? USB interactive feature be cool and only include on Emily. Both descriptions read by text will talk Gayloo, but still make end to it.
Till death do us part has never been truer than for the 2 unexpected lovers Emily and Victor. Add the Corpse Bride herself to your home decor this Halloween with the officially licensed Emily animatronic. At 5.8 feet of blue skin, hair, and bone with servo-motor technology inside the head for realistic side-to-side movements, Emily will fit right into your display in the land of the living. When activated, this Emily animatronic comes to life with eyes that blink open and close in a side-to-side moving torso. She also speaks various phrases from the movie. Pair this animatronic with her beloved Victor, sold separately, to watch them interact and listen to their macabre love story unfold right in front of you just like in the film. Once you add this Emily animatronic to your haunted house this Halloween, you'll finally be at peace with your home decor. Love always seems to show itself to you when you least expect it. At least that's how it was for Victor Van Dort that fateful night in the cemetery. Things might be complicated between Victor and Emily, but one thing's for certain, they'll look amazing interacting with one another this Halloween as part of your home decor. At 6 feet tall and featuring servo motor technology inside his head for smooth, realistic side-to-side movements, this Victor animatronic comes to life like he just returned from the land of the dead. With eyes that blink open and closed, a side-to-side moving torso, and the ability to recite various phrases from the movie, this animatronic can be used alone or paired with his beloved Emily. Pair this animatronic with Emily, sold separately, to watch them interact and listen to their macabre love story unfold right in front of you just like in the film. Once you see Victor for yourself, you'll be quick to say I do, adding this awesome animatronic from Corpse Bride to your decor.
With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
You kept your promise. You set me free. Now I can do the same for you.
That all to review, but more animatronic that me lazy to review is Terror Dog clowning around Rick Ratman the Ringmaster Nibbles the Clown Bobby Strings Night Terror Max Straw Dark Princess Cerberus Twitching Banshee and Creepy Towering Clown. You know me too lazy to review them lol. That all for review video. Alright, Timfo grand opening tomorrow. Prince Otronics will upload movie about use going to Flagship Primer August 2nd. Be cow tomorrow will be hard to make lol. Thank for watching, see y'all later.